Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Real Talk Live with Arnett D. Love. I am back, y'all. You know, I went away, took some time to run this campaign. I have been running since September 20th is when we went out for early voting. And I have been running before then, but ever since then, it seemed like I was running nonstop. But listen, you guys, we went out there, we did the thing, and we came home with a victory. I won a seat on the Poston Public School Board, so I am so excited, and I want to thank you all for being so understanding, and for all of you who stayed with the show. I thank you for continuing to be members of Real Talk Loud Arnett D. Love while I go out and run this campaign. I thank you so, so much. So let's talk about what's been going on, though, because, see, I think that people have a misunderstanding on their role in our lives, okay? Meaning, your friends don't get to tell you what to do, nor do your foes get to tell you what to do. And I think people have the wrong idea about life when they feel like they can tell you what to do and tell you what they don't approve of that you're doing. I think we have a misconception here. I really do. I think that the relationship has not been defined properly, or maybe they don't understand their lack of importance in your decision making. That's what I'm thinking, but that's neither here nor there. I just want to make some things certainly clear, okay? When it comes to my business, that's exactly what it is, my business. I don't ask for any input. I don't ask for any suggestions. I'm going to make my decisions, and I really don't care what you think about it, okay? I'm going to do what's best for love, and the way you feel has nothing to do with me unless I am interfering with your life. But when it comes to my life, the nerve of you to think that I care about your input, unless I come to you, which I normally don't come to anybody but my mother, because you know only the person that names you can tame you. Understand that one day. I don't really care what other people think about what love is doing. Okay, and I'm trying to be, how can I put this? I'm trying to be as politically correct as I possibly can. And, you know, in other words, mind your business. Okay, y'all got me messed up. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't ask for any permission. I don't care what you think. Oh, let me tell y'all something else. Don't call me anymore telling me what somebody has said about LOVE, because another thing that I don't care about. Okay? Just want to put that out there in the atmosphere. Want to get that in the atmosphere right now. I don't care, because, see, and let me tell, for some of y'all that don't understand what I'm talking about, there was a lot of opinionated individuals about the way I ran my campaign, okay? And if you don't know, I was endorsed by a party. I was endorsed by the Republican Party. So now all of the African American people wants to be, not all of them, but a lot of them want to question my integrity. But you didn't question my integrity when I was basically pushed out of the African American community. You had nothing to say then. It was okay how we treat each other. It's okay because we used to being crabs in the bucket. We used to pulling each other down. So that was okay. But when somebody else wanted to have my back, that was a problem. But you didn't make any noise when they tried to blackball me in my own city, the one that I was born and raised in. People that migrated here and was not born and raised here, migrated here try to blackball me in my own city, and y'all didn't have one word to say. I'm talking to my African American brothers and sisters that was so much against me, that had so much to say about me. Y'all had nothing to say. Where was my protection then? You're so worried about me now. Let me tell y'all something. I'm fine where I am. I want y'all to know that. I am just fine where I am, right in the middle. I'm fine. And I want to thank all of my brothers and sisters, black, white, red, yellow, green, indifferent. I want to thank you all for supporting me, because it was a unified effort that got me that last seat on the school board. And I thank you all. And I will never downgrade anybody that supported me. But for everybody else that has something to say, let me make it perfectly clear once again. I don't care, because what God has for me is for me. And what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to keep you as my friend on Facebook, if you should say so, or TikTok or Instagram or wherever we friends at, because I want you to watch him prepare my table, because it's still being prepared. I want you to see everything that God has for me, and understand that nothing you have said or nothing you have done will block my blessings. Okay? So I don't entertain foolishness. And I believe that clowns, that's what I was taught now. Don't blame me, blame my grandmama. Clowns were made to be laughed at. So I don't feel like laughing right now. I just want y'all to know where I stand. Y'all can share this too. Y'all can share this, because y'all know I only have the fear of God in me. That's it. I want you to know where I stand. I don't care about your opinions. And I didn't know I had certain enemies. Y'all, people was talking about me. I had no idea that we were on the outs. I didn't know that we had issues. But it's okay, because I know now you have solidified our friendship, or our relationship, should I say. And I want you to keep that same energy. Okay? I can't say it any better. Keep that same energy, because I am satisfied with that. See, as a little girl, I was raised. Now, I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about me, because you know I'm transparent all the way. It's cold in my office. So anyway, as a little girl, my mother taught me that I didn't need any friends. And this is not the best thing to teach your child, but she taught me this to me. She taught me all I needed was her. And that's where the problem comes, because if the Lord shall take my mother away, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I know one day we both have to go away from here. But don't teach a child that to that extent. But my mother taught me I don't need any friends. So I grew up basically an introvert. I grew up a loner. I can be alone, and I can be in a room by myself and keep myself company, or I can be in a room with a bunch of people and have a good time. It doesn't matter to me. So your absence means absolutely nothing to me. I don't want anybody around me who doesn't want to be around me. Okay, and I'm just fine with that, and I want you to be fine with that, because that same energy that you were showing during this election, and while we were waiting for the provisional ballots to be counted up, I mean, the nasty stuff you were saying, the stuff people kept trying to get me to listen to and watch, and I refused, because I don't want that in my spirit. I don't want anybody trying to take me back to a place that I prayed out of. Whatever it was that you said, keep that same energy, because it couldn't have been good, because they were telling me, people was calling me left and right, and it doesn't even matter, because I don't care. Okay. And I want to put that out. You know, I prayed over this thing, and I want to make sure I come out in a respectful manner, because I won't always give a person what they don't give me, and that's a certain level of respect. Okay, but I'm going to always show you respect. Okay, even when respect is not due. So I'm going to mind my business like I've been doing, and I beg you to mind yours as well. Stay out of my business, okay? So now we're talking about what's to happen next with the Real Talk Live with our Nat D Love Show, honey. Listen, we about to have some balls, well, some fun. We getting ready to take y'all on our Thanksgiving vacation, which happens to be my birthday week. My birthday falls on Thanksgiving. And so I'm going to allow y'all to go on vacation with me because, yes, I have to get away for a little while just to rest my mind. And then I'm going on another event in December. I'm going to take you with me there. So we're going to do a lot more moving with this show. This is what the third episode because I had to take off and run that campaign. Y'all know you have to do things in stages, and I just couldn't promise you that I was going to be available every Sunday. And I know my time is at 2:00, and for the life of me, I'm going to try to keep it at 2. If I change, y'all know what I do. I reach out and tell you I'm going to change it. But I'm going to tell you that the show is going to be on the road. We're going to be moving. We're going to be visiting people. You're going to have days into my life, showing you what I do throughout the day. And when I swear in, guess what? Real Talk Loud on that D-Love gonna be right there. Yeah, I'm gonna bring y'all into what I've been doing and what I am doing, because you know, a lot of people been asking, where are you? Where are you? What you been doing? So now y'all want to know. Since you want to know, I'm going to show you. Since y'all all up in my business, I'm going to show you. Okay? That's what I want you to. So I wanted to, like, I promised that I would come on today. And I know I said the first week of November, but what happened, y'all? Can y'all believe that we have this system here where on that Tuesday of voting, they say who won, and then you got a whole nother week to wait before you are sure that it's actually yours. So if it's a tight race, the provisional ballots could cause you to lose. Can you imagine what I had been going through that whole week? I was already the underdog, y'all. I was already the underdog. I don't have any, y'all know I ran 3 times. This was my third and last time if I lost. I said I wasn't running again. But let me tell you, because y'all know me, y'all know that I love God. And I prayed over this thing, and I asked God, I said, listen, Lord, I was told not to run again. I was advised not to run again. So I was like, but God, I think I need to give it one more chance. But I'm going to ask you to give me guidance. And so I asked him, I went to sleep. The next morning, God said, I got you. He said, I got you. See, you got to have that relationship now. If you ain't got that relationship with him, he's not going to talk to you like that. Okay? He called me love and everything. Y'all think I'm playing. God calls me love. He said, let me talk to you. Okay? So he said, I got you. That's how he talks to me. And so I went on this campaign journey with that, standing on those words, those 3 words, I got you. And I trusted God the whole way through this journey. And when I started, you know, like, oh my Lord, I don't have anybody to help me out here at the polling sites. I don't have anybody to help me with money. Let me tell you something. The money wasn't rolling in, but people was showing up for me at the polling sites. I needed to use the bathroom sometimes, and I noticed that some people didn't want to even pass out my stuff while I used the bathroom. But I'm gonna tell you, my sister came up there to give me bathroom breaks. People was putting a little money in my pocket, $25 here, $25 there. I ran my whole campaign on less than $3,500, and I won. Okay, I won. And so when you put your mind to doing something and you strategize, it can happen, and you must pray. And I prayed, and I kept God at the forefront. Now, when they started adding up all those points, I don't know how we got back here, but when they started adding up all the votes, y'all, on election night, I was losing, and I was losing. And then it was so close, and I was losing. And I had went to somebody else's watch party, you know, and it had got to a point where I was like, I got to go home, because I don't want to be around anybody if I lose a third time. That's where I was. So I told everybody good night, bid them adieu, got in my car. I did some fussing and some whatever. And I vented, because I could not believe that once again, I was in the bottom, the bottom of the votes. And so when I went home, I have never questioned God. Never. Do you hear me? Never. But when I went home, I prayed and I asked him and I reminded him of what he said to me, that he said, I got you. I reminded him about that thing, y'all, because I just could not believe that once again, this was happening to me. So I went to sleep. After I said amen, I went to sleep. Listen, about, I think it was either 11:38 or I think it was 11:38, maybe 12. I received a text and it said, congratulations, I was knocked out. And I was like, for what? And it was from one of the other candidates that had won. And she said, she sent me the results. And so I'm looking at all the results and the numbers, and I was like, I won? And baby, y'all talking about somebody about, it's like I was up for 3 days after that, after I received that notice that I had won. And then for them to say, you know, we have to wait for the provision to count the provisionals, man, that I couldn't even enjoy that moment. I couldn't. And so for 7 whole days, I would say, what was it, from that Tuesday to the following Saturday is when we found out who had won. I didn't call the registrar's office until that Saturday to see, not Saturday, I'm sorry, to that Friday to see if those last numbers were the final numbers. And that's when they told me at 5 o'clock, those are the numbers that would be certified. And so I was just, you know, thank y'all, Portsmouth. Thank you, Portsmouth, because not only did they count the numbers, my numbers had went up as well. So I was like, oh my God, this is about to happen. I'm about to win this seat. After the 3rd time, I'm about to win this seat. And what I did, I strategized. I changed what I did. Because if you do the same thing over and over again, y'all know what happens. You get the same results. And so now people are upset. They were upset, y'all, that I had done the same thing. Well, I had done something different. And they didn't know how to act. Because what the different that I did, it worked. But when you lean and depend on God for real and you trust him, it will always work. And this is my message to y'all today. I don't know who you serve, but y'all know who I serve because I make it quite clear. But you lean and depend on God. You lean and depend on him. Don't doubt, because if you doubt, you might as well not expect anything. I expected a win. I expected him to have me because he said, I got you. And anybody that talked to me during this time know that I said, God said he got me. And that's all I can stand on. I didn't have the money. I was making copies everywhere. I was burning up my copier machine in my office. I was going to buy ink so that I could make 1,000 copies at a time. Listen, let me tell you something. I ran a poor woman's race, honey. I'm going to tell y'all right now. I ran a poor woman's race, and now I got a story to tell. And now y'all know I'm an author, so I'm definitely going to tell my story. I'm definitely going to tell how people came against me. People I didn't even know I had problems with. I can't even understand. I didn't know we had problems. The politics can really bring out issues that you didn't know you had, and racism. Y'all know I'm not a racist person. Let me explain something to these people who don't understand me. My nieces and nephews are of more than one race. My cousins are of opposite races. I don't look at people based on or love people based on their race. I deal with people and love people based on how they deal and love me. And so all that racism stuff that was spewed out of your mouths, please keep that away from me, because how can I tell my nieces and nephews that I don't like this race and their mamas are that race? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't dare, because I don't feel that way. I love people because they are human beings. I love people because they show me love and been good to me. And it's so sad that the people that came against me look just like me. So I'm supposed to, ignore the people that's been good to me to deal with that foolishness over there? No, keep that over there, because I don't deal with non-factors. And those who will, and those who will come, and those who will love. And those are the people that I want to deal with. So once again, Pastor, I thank all of y'all. everybody. I don't care what side of the track you came from. If you supported me, I thank you so much. And those who didn't support me, I am still going to serve you with a clean and kind and loving heart. Because even with your no vote, I still was elected and you were still part of that election. So I'm going to thank you as well. But that racism stuff is not me. I don't care to be around it. Let me tell y'all something. This must be new to some people, but it ain't new to me. I had to deal with that in the military. And guess what I had to do? Still follow my marching orders. Okay. And a lot of times when I was in the military, my commander-in-chief wasn't a Democrat. Okay. And I had to follow his orders. So, and a lot of jobs that I worked for, my supervisors weren't Democrats. And I still had to do what I was told. Okay. And so for people to come against me because I have friends that are Republicans who treat me well, love me, help me finance my campaign, but you think just because they are a different party and a different race, I'm supposed to not deal with them? Y'all, don't you ever think that that's going to stop me from loving on people. That will never stop me. I told y'all from the beginning, I am the candidate for all people, and I will remain the candidate for all people. I will never let race deter the decisions that I make for people. Everybody don't need the same thing. I understand that. But whatever it is they need, I want to make sure that we get it for them. So look, y'all keep all that divisiveness away from me. I'm saying it here and I will continue to say it. I don't do divisiveness. We need to stand unified. We got people getting killed in these streets. We got to be unified and trying to make sure that we educate our youth so they'll know that there is so much more for them to look forward to and not looking forward to being maybe unalived before they're 21 years old. Come on, y'all. We got to be unified with this thing. So stop with all that racism stuff. And like I said, don't come to me with it because I don't want to hear it, y'all. And then let me just say one more thing. One more thing. If I ask you to leave me alone, I need you to leave me alone. Because one thing I know how to do is build a case. And this ain't no threat. This is a promise. I worked law enforcement too long to not know how to build a case. I sat in the courtrooms of Georgia with some hard criminals, baby, and I know how to build a case. If I ask you to stop harassing me, that's your best bet, is to stop harassing me, because you're not going to get me to act out of character, but I will put some paperwork on your back. And then when you do it online, let me tell you something, that's a different type of charge if you don't know. Let love tell you. That's a different type of charge, okay? Those different type of people. That ain't coming locally within the city. We're going to another route where you don't have anybody to help you out. Okay? So if I ask you to leave me alone, because I'm going to do it with paperwork. And you best to be glad I'm doing paperwork, because this ain't the smoke you want, baby. Somebody better tell them. This ain't the smoke you want. And y'all can share this, because y'all know I love to say what love say. This is not the smoke you want. Okay? But listen, I thank God that he has, I just think that he has loved me. He did not forget me. He rewarded me for my obedience. Okay. And I'm going to show grace, and I pray that grace continually be shown towards me, and favor. And I want y'all to know that I love you. God loves you. I love you. Once again, make sure you love yourself. Then you can probably go on and love someone else. Until we shall meet again, may you be tremendously blessed. And thank you so much for sticking with the Real Talk Live with Arnett D. Love show. I have given you my version of the campaign. And so next episode, we'll be talking about something bigger and better, honey. But you will be next, I think is it next week that I leave? Maybe on the 27th, I'll come back on and y'all will take my first vacation with me after this campaign. And then you will have, whenever I We're going to go back to Sundays. We're going to go back to Sundays at 2 o'clock. And then when I get sworn in, you'll be there with when I get sworn in, okay, the swearing in. And then we're going to just continue from there. And we're going to be one big happy family, baby. Okay. And always remember, if anything that you want to know about LOVE, you ask me. Don't listen to these people out here. I almost called them a name, but we don't want to talk ugly. Don't listen to these people out here because they don't know anything about me. All y'all know is what I tell you. Right? That's all you know. Believe what I tell you. All right, now remember, I love you.